Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at, everybody. It's good to see you yet again. Here we go for our somewhat mostly monthly live stream, The Enemy from Within, and our good friend, of course, Guard the Leaf. What's up, buddy?
What's up? How you doing? How's this last month been for you?
Absolutely exhausting. For me, I spent an extra week and a half, something like that, out on the road, so I could participate in what I'm hoping was a successful general strike in America yesterday. I haven't got to look at the results of it, but that extra week on the road, for me, I'm getting old, absolutely killed me. So if I fall asleep during the stream, it's no one else's fault. It's exhausting at my age to stay out
Don't
there
worry.
on the
I'll just
road
keep
for an
yelling at
extra
the
week.
mic to wake you up.
There we go. That'll work. That'll work. But it's good to see you, man. I know I haven't been great at communication over the last month because it's just been busy out there. We're trying to survive, that extra week, of course, and $6 diesel prices and all kinds of bullshit. So I've just kind of been going through that. I hope life's been easier for you.
It's been okay. I mean, obviously, with fuel prices and jet fuel prices, flights are definitely getting more expensive these days. And I was planning a trip to go home. It was supposed to be either this month or next month, depending on my work schedule. But
Mhm.
I'm looking at the flight prices, and they just keep going up. And the other problem that I have, and especially because I'm from Vancouver, is that flight prices are going up because of this stupid World Cup thing in Vancouver. So I had a phone call with my parents, and I kind of told them, you know what, maybe we'll try for later on in the year or something, maybe in the fall or something. So we'll see. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty good over here. I'm just missing home quite a bit. So
Yeah, I hear that. So, I think I saw you covering a little bit of the World Cup as far as it applies to the United States, and you can clear in any blanks. But wasn't there some canceled tickets, or I don't remember exactly what you had covered on that.
well, I've been kind of covering it on multiple fronts. I mean, some on the Canadian front because I mean, there's a few things that are going on in Vancouver and Toronto, and with Toronto, they all the cities have like there was supposed to be like a free fan zone, right? And that's
Mhm.
where the fans that can't afford tickets, can go and kind of experience it and watch the games and whatever else. And basically, what happened, I guess, is in Toronto they were toying with the idea of making it a paid event, and obviously that kind of got a lot of backlash. And I guess now it's a free event with tickets plus VIP tickets for like anywhere from $100 to $300, right? So it's just kind of changing around, and
Mhm.
I mean that's one front, and then also like when it comes to hotels, I've been covering some videos on both sides of the border where the demand for FIFA just isn't turning out like what they expected, right? And my stupid mayor in Vancouver. I mean, I keep playing it because I want to show how stupid of a comment it was, but he said it like 2 years ago that the event's going to be like the equivalent of 30 Super Bowls or something like that, and
Mhm.
obviously it's not. And in Vancouver, I've been showing as much proof as I can that the FIFA World Cup and the hotel bookings just aren't there, right? So now on both sides of the borders, you're starting to see some hotels give up those really high prices for the FIFA packages, and they're just kind of bumping it up a little bit for like a quote unquote summer season, right? So the
Mhm.
demand isn't there, and it's clear. And what the hoteliers, I guess we call them, is now relying on is all of these, I guess, quote unquote, last minute bookings. So
Huh.
they're trying to say that all of these fans from all over the world they're going to book last minute, or they'll book when their team advances in the brackets, right? And I'm just like, if you haven't booked yet, you're not going to go. I mean, that's what it
Yeah.
is, right? So, but not only that, I mean, it's also the fact that I think the um, I can't remember the acronym, or there was an organization in the United States where they put out a travel advisory for the U.S. And I just did the video on this yesterday, I think. Um, but it comes down to safety as well, right? And not only the safety, but like the visas that some countries have to pay, or even the bonds. So
Mhm.
if people haven't booked their tickets and flights and hotels yet, I don't think they're going to be doing it within the next 35 days or something like that. So
Yeah, it's such a weird thing. I get so frustrated because apparently we've got fucking idiots in charge all over the world. Like, who's sitting there going, you know what? I think people are going to book last minute. Everybody knows not to do that. That doesn't make sense. I think they're coping with the fact
Yeah,
that
I
it's
mean that's
just
what it is. It's funny. It's like even if their numbers are down and the flights are down from Europe, they have to find something to say, okay, well, it'll be a last minute thing, or it'll be if their team advances, and then they're all going to flood into the United States, right? So,
that
yeah, I've
doesn't
been
make sense.
covering it. I mean, to be honest, I don't watch football, and it doesn't really mean much to me. But at the same time as well, I don't think I would have animosity against as much animosity against FIFA if they didn't give your president that stupid, FIFA Peace Prize, right? So.
I was going to ask you about that. I mean, I understand here in the United States, I'm hoping all this FIFA stuff falls flat on its face. I don't know the specifics of it yet, for the reasons that like traveling here is dangerous these days. Like if you want to, if your idea of a vacation is being locked up in a ICE detention facility, it's a great place.
Yeah.
But outside of that, it's dangerous to come here. But I was wondering if there's sort of like global boycotts because of the fake FIFA Peace Prize given to Donald Trump.
Well, I'm sure that didn't give FIFA a good image. I mean,
Mhm.
from what I know, I mean, I don't really follow FIFA World Cup very much, but from what I know, they're already a corrupt organization, and
Mhm.
giving the orange guy a fake peace prize probably didn't help their image. So,
Probably not.
yeah, yeah.
Probably not. Yeah,
So, yeah,
I hope the whole
yeah,
thing falls flat on its face. Yeah.
me too. I mean, to be
Yeah.
honest, I really don't care about it too much. And the biggest thing that irks me now is that, especially in Vancouver, is the security cost, right? And
Mhm.
the that just recently they like for the Olympics in 2010, which was it blew away the budget. I mean, the security budget was supposed to be 150,000. Don't quote me on that, but it went up all the way to 900,000 or 900 million, right? And
900 million.
yeah, and what they're saying now is that the security presence for Vancouver is going to be bigger than what it was in the Olympics. So who knows what that cost is going to be now, right? And
Right.
who's going to be on the hook for it is the people in BC and Vancouver. So
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah, so
Yeah.
it's just turning out to be a shit show, to be honest.
Yeah, no, and good for them. I'm happy for it. I hope they uh, suffer financially for it. But I was just kind of curious how that was looking because I think I know we got some games planned here in the United States, and I
Mhm.
would be ecstatic to see no one show up for those. But I was kind of wondering how it was looking worldwide, and I think that answers that question. And the prices to fly.
Yeah,
I mean, we were talking a little bit before the stream. I don't know if anyone saw it. I covered it. I'm sure everyone saw it. Everyone here generally keeps up with the news pretty well. But I covered Spirit Airlines going
hmm,
bankrupt maybe a few weeks ago. And it's Spirit Airlines. It's not like I'm here being a cheerleader for them. I don't give a fuck if they go bankrupt. It don't matter to me.
yeah,
But they were pointing to fuel prices as being one of the reasons that they're going bankrupt. And I guess they had a deal, some sort of bailout with Donald Trump specifically, or the regime specifically, that fell through like last minute last night. So I guess Spirit Airlines is fucking done.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
I saw a tweet that they're going to cease or cancel flights starting today. So
mm,
I guess whoever has a flight with Spirit Airlines right now, they're probably freaking out and rebooking right now. So
yeah. Do you think they get a refund on, on the ticket they already paid for?
who knows? I'm gonna guess that probably not, and they'll have to go through like their credit card insurance or something like that to get their money back. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. But yeah, you were
but
kind of talking a little bit about the higher prices to fly, and I mean, I can only imagine. I know what diesel in a truck has done, so I can't.
yeah, I mean, what's it costing you for? I mean, you got two tanks in your truck, right? I mean, what's it costing
Mhm.
nowadays versus it was before?
Yeah, two 95-gallon tanks on my truck. I very rarely fill all the way up. I had to adjust the business strategy a little bit. So
Mhm.
now I buy enough fuel for the load that I'm on. That's always what you do in tough times when you're trucking.
Yeah.
And so I haven't completely filled up for quite a while, but the last time I did, I think it was just over $900 to fill both
Wow.
tanks. Yeah, yeah, and it used to be, between 4 it would have been 500 on the high end. So you're talking more than double to fuel up the truck now. And,
Wow. That's about that's
yeah,
about
for
2,200 Canadian. How long does that last you?
2 days. About 2 days.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and for anyone that don't know, this, is bigger than that. Josh,
Yeah.
do you reduce speed as well? Someone had asked me. I've always set the truck cruise at 65 miles per hour. I'm not that guy out there. My truck's ungoverned. I can run that fucker as fast as I want. I own that son of a bitch. But I've always just set the cruise at 65 and just rolled down the road. I've never been that guy that goes fast. But for those of you that don't know, this is bigger than me paying a higher fuel cost. What I
Right.
have with my contracts is what built-in fuel surcharge, right?
Mhm.
And what that is it's based on the weekly average, the weekly national fuel price average, and it's a sliding scale basically. And
Uh-huh.
so when I was getting somewhere between 30 and 33 cents per mile before Donald Trump
Mhm.
started this war. And now I haven't looked at it specifically, but I'm somewhere around 70 cents per mile. So
Wow.
more than doubling the fuel surcharge that the shippers are paying to me. These are billionaires sitting at the top. They're not going to eat that cost. Every person out there is going to eat that cost on everything they buy to repay that fuel surcharge to those shippers out there.
Right.
Um, so yes, it's extreme fuel prices. I did a video recently, the one I think talking about the general strike, and I didn't realize that I had the fuel price right outside my window. I don't know if you saw that video.
I can't remember that one.
It was perfectly framed right out the window of my truck. It was like $5.49, the diesel price on the at the truck stop, and I didn't
Yeah.
even know it was there. And I put that video out, and everybody saw it in the background. I'm like, that was fucking perfect. But yeah, it
Yeah.
was showing like
That's a perfect placement where your truck is.
yeah, yeah, it was showing like 549. So no, you everybody pays that cost. I'm not getting rich off that higher fuel surcharge, and every one of you out there is going to
Yeah.
pay the higher cost for that fuel. And that's just the fucking way it works. That's how it goes.
Right. Just a quick mention. I see Dave Hamlin Schellenberg is in the house. Hey, Dave. Glad you can make it. For those that don't know who Dave is, just recently I really started to feature a petition on my videos, and I'm going to be doing it moving forward, most likely until it closes. But I'm not sure if you're aware of this, Josh, but we do actually do have some ICE agents and Homeland Security on Canadian soil, doing whatever they need to do. So Dave, as well as Elizabeth May, have been working on a petition to, either keep closer eyes on them or get them out of Canada. And when I saw this petition, I really did not feel comfortable having ICE or Homeland Security on our soil anymore.
Mhm.
So this is a petition that hopefully it gets brought to the House of Commons to be discussed. And yeah, just happy to see you here, Dave. And Dave, if you can hear me right now, I'll respond to your email and let's try to see if we can get you on my channel in the future.
So my mind's a little blown by that. This is probably super obvious, but you're saying on Canadian soil, the
Mhm.
United States ICE and Border Patrol is there in Canada?
Yeah, in the
Oh,
consulates, I think. So this petition also talks about. Actually, let me bring it up. Um,
mhm.
Formally calling the United States to seize and remove all ICE and HSI operational activities conducted from or within U.S. consulates or diplomatic facilities in Canada. So yeah, to
Hmm.
answer your question, they do have agents or staff, I guess, within the consulates. So
Yeah, that would piss me off. I
yeah,
yeah, I did not know about that. That's fucking crazy.
yeah. I mean, to be honest, I mean, I'm guessing there's probably presence in a lot of countries, and whether they're in the embassies or consulates or whatever else, right? And I said in my videos in the past, I know the consulates are there. I used to work across the street from one. I used to see
Mm.
all the protests and everything, but it was just kind of like, okay, they're just across the street from me, right? But now, especially with the reputation and with what's going on, it's just kind of like, okay, do we really want them on our home soil, right? So
Right.
yeah, Dave initiated a petition, and the member of parliament is Elizabeth May. So hopefully we can get it more signatures. So if you're a
Okay.
Canadian listening to, or watching this right now, it's currently at 2,200 signatures. So let's see how much, or let's see how many signatures we can get. So
Yes, hopefully a lot more. Hopefully a
yeah,
lot more. That's crazy. I had not heard about that. But yeah, I guess it makes sense. We kind of put up buildings and bases and shit like that everywhere. Yeah, that would be frustrating. I got nothing else to add. That's
yeah,
crazy. So,
yeah. I mean, I mean, one of the other things as well is I did a video on it a little while ago, but apparently our president got upset because the German chancellor said that Iran is playing your president, and he got mad. So he
mhm.
threatened to remove troops from Germany. And I just read a headline saying that he's going to remove 5,000 troops from Germany.
Yeah.
And a lot of I'm seeing a lot of people on social media from Germany saying, can you take the rest of them with you as well, right? So um,
Yeah. Yeah, I had looked at that a little bit, and I don't know exactly what it means.
mhm.
It's a little over my head, I guess. But yeah, it sounds like it was one of Donald Trump's threats, as far as I can understand. But
Yeah,
I
well, I
think the
think
rest of the
I
world.
mean, I could be wrong, but the German chancellor just basically criticized, the orange guy on how he's handling things, and
Mhm.
the orange guy didn't like the criticism and said he's going to remove troops from Germany, right? And
No, say it isn't so. He couldn't handle
yeah,
criticism. Donald
yeah,
Trump.
exactly. Yeah. So
What?
I'm just like, can you take them out of Canada as well, too, please?
Yeah, I
So
mean, yeah, you're like, we've been criticizing you too, fuckhead. Like,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
Yeah, God, yeah, there's a lot going on with that too. I really need to get into the news, but something about there was the 60-day rule where he needs congressional approval to be at war or something. So now he's declaring that there's no hostilities, there's a ceasefire while there's still firing going on. I don't fucking get it. I don't understand. But Donald Trump, always trying to skirt the rules and all that bullshit. I
yeah.
don't
Well,
know.
he just said that the war is over now, so I don't know. That was I saw that headline earlier, and I'm like, you know, who believes him, right? I mean, I believe the officials from the Iranian side more than the U.S. side, right? So
Yeah, and that's such a weird thing. As an American, like you listen to the shit that Donald Trump says and the people that on Fox News, what they tell you, and then we're in a spot where if you want the truth about what's going on, you look to, well, what's Iran saying?
mhm. Yeah,
And of course they're pumping out their own propaganda, as far as I understand, which is common when you start getting into wars, of course. But the truth about what's going on is nowhere near what Donald Trump is saying. They say, I mean, the whole thing's a fucking lie. What was it?
yeah,
8 months ago, we obliterated all of their nuclear capabilities.
yeah,
Okay. Then we come back 8 months later and start a fucking war and say, well, because if we don't, they're going to have nukes. And then
mhm.
if you're a Trump supporter, you go, hell yeah, I'm buying every bit of that bullshit because I'm dumb as hell, apparently.
Right,
And you're like, how can you say we're there to stop them from having nukes, a program that we completely obliterated 8 fucking months ago? None of this makes any sense. But and then you get into like they closed the Strait of Hormuz, and so Donald Trump goes, "You can't close the Strait of Hormuz. We're closing the Strait of Hormuz." It's like,
exactly. Yeah,
what the fuck are we doing here? And none of this matters because last I looked, oil has settled well over $100 a barrel, and that I mean, this is it. This is the reality now. The
yeah,
the $4 or $5 gas, the $6 diesel, probably closer to 8. I've seen $10 in California. I need to follow up on that, fact check that a little bit. That's the reality we're in now. So whatever the
yeah.
fuck Donald Trump thought he was accomplishing, now here's where we live in extreme high prices. Um, And what's frustrating is you can't get through to people. You say this, well, a lot of people you can't get through to. This is a real problem that we're dealing with all of this, and they go, "Well, I didn't hear you bitch when fuel prices were high under Joe Biden." And yes, the fuck you did. You heard me bitch about it, but I bitched about it for the right reasons. Donald Trump directly started this war. Donald Trump is to blame for this, and there were a ton of other factors in Joe Biden's presidency. The one I always kind of look towards is Russia invading Ukraine, fucked up the global oil supply, you know.
Yeah.
But it's frustrating. This is the reality now. This is the prices we're going to live in. And I don't mean to sound like a spoiled American when I say that, because I know that also America is blowing up children in Iran. So when you start talking about prices, it's like, I mean, that sucks. But like, I guess.
Well, they all tie together, unfortunately, right? And
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So it's just because, I mean, even if I just relate it to myself, I told myself, okay, maybe I'll fly home in the fall when, and hopefully by then, the fuel prices might stabilize. But it's with the way things are going right now, it's just going to continue going up, right? So
yeah, I mean, best case scenario stabilizes right where it's at. But going up is probably the likely outcome, because yeah, like you said, you can't believe anything he says. He's saying that the war's over, there's no hostilities, and I don't believe that at all. I don't buy that at all.
Yeah, I mean, I think every month there's something new. I mean, I think for the month of April, the biggest topic was probably the jet fuel prices and gas prices going up, which I think in our last live stream, we both kind of predicted that was going to be like the biggest news thing coming out from, the war, right? So I'm kind of curious what's going to be the big news for May, and we're only like a day into it, right? So
what will be the big news for May? Anybody I promise I'm reading all the comments, by the way. That's why you see me staring down here, looking like I'm not paying attention. But I'm reading all the comments. But do you guys have any predictions? What's the big news going to be for May? I don't know if I have anything. It's right now,
probably
what's
gonna be some
going on?
black swan thing that happens that we won't even expect.
Yeah, what we've got going on right now is basically this arms race for redistricting, gerrymandering, whatever you want to call it. But I need to look more into that Supreme Court thing that went on. Apparently, all the southern states are like turning them all red. And I don't know much about it yet, but there was some Supreme Court ruling going against like the Voting Rights Act or something. And basically the southern states, as far as the headlines I've read, like I said, I need to dig into the story more, are basically just trying to make the black vote not count in southern states. That's all I've gotten from the headlines. I haven't dug into the story yet, so I'm a little bit ignorant to what's going on there. But there's definitely an attack on the voting rights going on. As Ashley
Is that
here,
leading, like, what that is that relating to like the midterms coming up, or I
yes,
don't know how it works. So
like Ashley said here, so I don't necessarily understand the Supreme Court ruling, but it caused Louisiana to suspend an ongoing election so they can gerrymander the fuck out of Louisiana during an election. An election, because I mean, we're fighting back on the Democratic side. There was of course Prop 50 in California that passed, and then I believe it was Virginia. I covered it on my channel. Virginia had passed redistricting there that was going to give the Democrats a 10-1 advantage, or in theory should give them a 10-1 advantage. Immediately the courts were like, fuck no, you can't do that. And then I believe Virginia ultimately ended up winning that case to keep their new district, the 10-1 in favor of the Democrats. And then that set off the Supreme Court to start this whole new arms race in what appears to be mostly the southern states. It's a fucking shit show. It's a shit show. But I don't know what to think of it. It's like Alabama's down there redistricting. It's like, guys, Alabama. I mean, I'm sure I got some viewers from Alabama, and I mean nothing towards you in particular, but that state needs a lot of help. The people
Right.
down there are struggling, and voting Republican clearly isn't the answer. It clearly isn't. So anyways, yeah, there's a whole shit show going on right now, leading up to our midterm elections, and I don't know how they're gonna turn out. I'm gonna scroll through and see if there's any other predictions besides the election. What's gonna be the big news in May? Do you have any ideas, Guard the Leaf, yourself?
I really don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I think it's just going to be something that nobody's going to expect, like something out of the blue or something, right? But I mean, the war in the Middle East is kind of on again, off again, on again, off again. The Strait of Hormuz is open, close, open, close. I think everybody's just kind of used to that now.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
you know, there's going to be, I don't know what the next global event is going to be that is started by the orange guys. So
yeah. There was the thing at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. I don't know what to think of that. I really fucking don't. I'm kind of caught in the middle
do you
on
think
that
it was
one.
staged?
I think it could have been. I struggle with this one a lot because I have to say this as delicately as possible. Do I think that an American right now would lash out like that? I 100% think that they would. You know, we've got guys over here lighting warehouses on fire, saying
Yeah, I
saying
saw that.
you should have paid us a living wage. You know, and look, I don't know what you want me to tell you at this point. So do I think an American could lash out like that? 100% I do. But do I think
Yeah.
that Donald Trump could stage something to boost his popularity? Yeah, 100% I do. Of
Yeah.
course I do. Or do I think that this event could have happened sort of organically or naturally, and Donald Trump is using it as leverage to get what he wants in the case of his ballroom? Yeah, I think any one of those things could be possible. Any one
Yeah,
of
I
them.
mean, I think I mean, the thing is, the assassination attempt happened, and then right after that, he justifies his ballroom, right? So it just seems a little bit fishy, if you ask me. So
It does. It does. Yeah, and I did a video covering that. I don't know if the whole video was dedicated to that. I don't remember if I can. My days are getting a little blurry these days. But it's just odd to me. It's just odd to me when children in schools in the United States are getting shot on probably still a daily basis. We just don't hear about it in the news anymore. Then the Republicans say things like, "Now's not the time to make it political." They tell us that all the time. But as soon as a gunman runs into the White House Correspondents' Dinner, apparently now's the time to make it political.
yeah,
Then when children get shot, they say, "Oh, we don't have a solution. Here's some thoughts and prayers."
yeah,
And our only solution is to arm the teachers. Let's give the teachers all guns, and the problem will sort itself out. And then when it's high-ranking people in the country, they're full of solutions. And that
mhm.
bothers me, and that should bother a lot of people. It's like, wait, we had solutions this whole fucking time, and you've been telling us there's no answer, and now we're supposed to give a fuck. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. No, I know it just seems a little bit too fishy, if you ask me. And my gut's telling me that it's too close to, um, right after it happens, the ballroom comes up, right? So it just seems like it was staged to me. That's just my opinion. So
Right, right. And I could go either way with this. I just I struggle with it a little bit. Like the last thing I want to do is go completely off the deep end and be like the Alex Jones of the left or some bullshit. But I could
yeah,
see it. I could 100% see it as being a staged event.
yeah,
100%. Um but now all of a sudden we need that ballroom. All the right-wing influencers on the internet immediately got their marching orders and took to the internet to go, see, that's why we need the ballroom, that's why we
yeah,
need it. And it's like, what do the rest of us do? I don't have a ballroom. I live in a single wide trailer. So if there's a threat to me, I can't go to the ballroom. Can anyone here go to the ballroom?
yeah,
No.
exactly,
you know
exactly.
um
So sorry, I'm just moving the co-host right now. She's right by my feet.
yeah, no
She wants
problem.
attention. So, um, Yeah, I mean, back to your. I mean, one thing I want to talk about is, you know,
Mhm.
I've done a few videos lately on the Kentucky bourbon industry, and you know, they're how do I say it? There was one clip that I showed where, or I think it was an article,
Mhm.
and they they're obviously struggling, but some guy officially said he doesn't blame it on politics and
Mhm.
blamed it on bad forecasting, right? And it just kind of made me realize is that, you know, even if your industry is dying and even if your businesses are going, you know, bankrupt and, you know, you owe millions to other companies and stuff, I'm flabbergasted on how you cannot blame what's going on with politics, right? So, you know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you can even answer this, but like, what is this thought process of these kind of people? I don't understand.
It's a tough thing, man. It's something that I'm struggling with too. I did a video talking about Ohio recently.
Hmm.
I watched a video on CNN, and the reason I'm laughing about that is because the video came up on my YouTube feed. I said, "This looks interesting. Let me see what's here." And I mentioned at the beginning of my video that I saw this video on CNN, and immediately there were so many people that just said, "Okay, your opinion don't matter. All you do is watch CNN." And I was like, no,
Hmm.
that's not what I said. I don't just sit here and watch CNN. I saw the video. It looked interesting. And
Uh-huh.
it related to the shit I've been saying for a fucking year about what's going on in rural America. But
Yeah.
that was kind of funny. The amount of people that said, "Nope, that's it. You're a dumb son of a bitch because all you do is watch CNN." But a similar thing happened in that CNN video. There was a sheep farmer. Um,
Hmm.
in Ohio that believes that he's immune to all the tariffs and everything because he doesn't need fertilizer and he doesn't need diesel for his sheep. That was his
Right.
thought process. And somewhere along the line, this guy's not immune to the tariffs at all. He's full of shit. But
Yeah.
the reporter asked him, said, "Do you blame Donald Trump for what's going on?" And he said, "No, I don't blame Donald Trump. I blame the Congress." Okay. I mean, still the Republicans that are bowing down to Donald Trump hold the majority in the Congress. Donald
Yeah.
Trump tells them what to do. They offer zero resistance. They fall in line. They do what they're told. And the reason Donald Trump's able to run around doing whatever crazy shit he wants to do is partly because of the Congress, partly because of the Supreme Court, you know.
Right.
And that's it's a huge problem because people will jump through hoops to say, "I don't blame Donald Trump for what is
Hmm.
going on." And I don't know how to get through to these fucking people. I don't.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Because I mean, you would think at a certain pain threshold that they would say, okay, I understand now where the problem is, right? But I, I was, I was flabbergasted when I read that article. I was just like, after everything that you just listed, that you know you're going through foreclosure or bankruptcy or whatever, and you still don't blame the politics, right? So I don't know. I mean, I thought I had a little bit of hope because a while ago I did a report with, you know, there was a video. Shit, where was it out of? But a reporter was asking somebody at a gas station what they think of Trump, and basically, she said that he's an idiot, right? And then she also said, "I'm an idiot for voting for him. You know,
mhm.
I'm wrong, right?" It was nice to hear. I mean, obviously, you're still responsible, but you know that I thought maybe you know some mega would be turning a leaf, right? But it obviously seems like it's not. So
It's hard, man. It's
yeah.
tough. I mean, you do see some out there. Like I've been saying for a year, and like CNN finally caught up to me and put out
Hmm.
the Trump flags are missing, not completely gone. There's certain pockets of rural America where they're still there, but they are missing. I am a truck driver. I spend a lot of time at truck stops where a year ago people were covered head to toe in Trump merchandise,
Hmm.
and you just do not see that anymore.
Yeah.
Um, Definitely, people are a lot less in your face about it. Maybe even embarrassed by it.
Hmm.
I don't know. I That might be going a little too far that they're embarrassed by it. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But there are the hardcore people that no matter what, they'll lie about what's going on. They'll defend Donald Trump, and most importantly, they'll blame Joe Biden for some fucking reason. And
It's always Joe Biden.
Yeah, I'm at a loss. I don't know how to get through to a lot of people, but I've noticed anecdotally in my my own experience, I've had quite a few truckers approach me recently about my videos
Mhm.
in truck stops, and I'm always waiting for that ass kicking I've been promised in the truck stop. So I'm always ready when a trucker walks up to me. I'm like, here we fucking go. Um, but I have had a lot approach me lately and shake my hand, tell me thanks for doing the videos, and I'm getting through. I'm getting through because, in my experience, a lot of people in the trucking industry just wanted to fit in with a crowd because we
Yeah.
spend all of our time alone. So if you can roll into the truck stop bar or the truck stop diner or whatever and just have a conversation with someone, that I guess a lot of people that feels nice. I don't care. I don't I don't give a shit to have a conversation with a lot of people myself.
Mhm.
But a lot of them just wanted to fit in. And that's all it is. So I think I'm providing an outlet for some people that didn't actually think that way, but just wanted a friend, to someone to talk to, for them to go, oh wait, there's another trucker out here that
Yeah.
doesn't think that way, and it's like a permission structure, sort of.
I saw your
Um,
video on that. I mean, you did mention that someone knocked on your window and you rolled down the window, and
mhm.
so you mentioned something along the lines of if they're going to, if those truckers over there are going to start a fight, then he'll be right there beside you. So that's
Yeah,
pretty cool if you ask. That's pretty cool if you ask me. So
yeah. But yeah, there's some you just can't get through to, man. It's unfortunate.
yeah.
One of the struggles I'm having right now is when I mentioned ICE running through the streets gunning down American citizens. That happened. That literally fucking happened.
Mhm.
Probably more than we even realize. There were the two big names, of course, Renee Good and Alex Preddy. But it's probably more than that. I wouldn't be surprised if it was more than that. And I ran
Mhm.
into a lot of people saying, you know what, you had me, and then you lost me when you started with that left wing propaganda about ICE. And I've been telling these people in my own comments, it's like, look, I don't know why you're telling me I lost you. If you think that's propaganda, I didn't want your attention anyways. I don't. What do you think? I'm going to change my point of view just to get your fucking view? Like
Mhm.
ICE literally was gunning down American citizens. And there's
Yeah.
people out there that agree with all the points I'm making. The billionaires are fucking us. We need a nationwide strike. We need to, step up our game. We need to do something. And then they go, yeah, but that ICE thing that you made up. And I'm like, I didn't make that up. that
Yeah.
literally happened. And I'm struggling with people with that, on that topic, because they're saying, well, these people were impeding the officers at work, and they weren't. But even if they were, even if that person was right, I can't find anywhere, and I'm not a lawyer, I'm just a trucker, but I can't find anywhere in the law where annoying an officer is punishable by execution in the streets immediately.
All right.
And the
Right.
people supporting this are fucking nuts, are fucking
Mhm.
insane to say that
Yeah.
that's the proper use. I know that was long winded. There's some people you can't get through to. You just can't.
Yeah. No, because I mean, I've done a few reports. The one that comes to my mind is out of the state of Maine, and I guess a while ago there was a couple of weeks where Maine was rumored to have like a same ice situation as Minnesota,
Mm.
and they started interviewing random people. You know, a couple of them said no, they don't want ice, but then a couple of them said, "Yeah, I welcome ice. I want them to do exactly what they're doing in Minnesota." And it's just like, wow. So, there are people that are actually supporting what is going on. So,
Yeah, I wanted to pop this up on the screen. Erica Kirk, quite the fucking victim lately, isn't she? She's, oh my God, what a
yeah, what's going on
fucking
with her?
night.
She did that like video where she was just breathing. That's weird.
I did not catch that one, but that sounds like something she would do. After we address this comment, I see there's a ton of super chats that we're going to jump over to next.
Sure.
We definitely got to get to those. But Erica has lost her ever loving fucking mind. She is the constant victim right now. I saw her talking about, I don't remember exactly what she was saying, but people making fun of her grief and everything she's going through. And then she's like, and there's a comedian out there doing whiteface and he's making fun of me. And like, he was doing almost exactly what she was doing at the Charlie Kirk Memorial or whatever. He came out to fucking fireworks and like putting on a whole whole show about it, and I guess she's mad having that mirror held up to her.
Yeah.
But
It's
oh,
definitely a do as I say, not as I do thing. So
yeah, these people are fucking lunatics. They've lost their goddamn minds. And
yeah.
I
But you know what?
I'm
I do have. I mean, we're focusing on the MAGA side right now, right? And
mhm,
it's easy just to it's easy to call them out because I mean all they do is stupid shit, right? But there's one thing I do want to bring up, and I do have to
sure.
acknowledge the U.S. citizens. Is that I'm not sure if you caught it, but there was a hockey game in Buffalo, and
Mhm,
the you know how in all sporting events they sing the national anthem first, and then um, in the Buffalo Sabres game,
mhm,
the mic died when the singer was just starting the Canadian anthem. And obviously, well, if you can't hear the singer, then it doesn't go on. But what actually
mhm.
happened was the fans in Buffalo carried on the Canadian anthem.
Very nice.
Number one, I'm actually surprised that many people knew the anthem or the
Mhm,
Canadian anthem. But I did see some comments saying that they might have had the words on the screen. But regardless of that,
sure.
it was the choice of the people in the stands on whether or not they wanted to sing or just stay silent, right? So
Mhm,
it moved me a bit. I mean, I have to admit, I mean, if everything going on right now, um, it is nice to, see U.S. citizens sing the anthem of a country that their country is basically, dogpiling on, right? So
mhm,
it gave me hope, and it gave me, in a sense, it did ground me a bit because I have to
mhm.
realize that there are U.S. citizens like yourself and others that you know are not like MAGA and are just as pissed off as the rest of the world is with the U.S. administration. So it's a pretty cool video. I mean, I'll send it to you later. I'll DM you the video on what happened.
Okay.
But I think I did a video on it, and a lot of Canadians were appreciative of it. I mean, and despite everything that's going on right now, I did refrain from saying I want to thank Buffalo for what they did because I know not everybody in Buffalo feels this way, but I
Mhm,
rephrased it in a way saying I wanted to thank all of those that did want to sing our national anthem at
mhm.
the hockey game. Right? So, because there were some, if you look at the video, there's some people in the stands that they didn't look too happy, right? They didn't look too happy that the Canadian anthem was being sung by their fellow U.S. citizens. So, it's not all how do I say it? It's not everybody, but I do want to at least acknowledge those U.S. citizens that did help to sing our national anthem. So especially in these kind of
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't hear anything about that, but
Yeah.
yes, that's a reality. There are a lot of people. Look, that's how we got to be friends. I
Wow.
didn't know anything about Canada. I was like, it seems wrong that the president or the incoming president of the United States is threatening another country, period. And that's where I kind of started picking up that story and talking about it. But there are a lot of Americans that are um, against all this.
Yeah.
We're sometimes struggling to figure out what the next move is and what we need to do. But what a lot of the world I hope realizes is there are those of us here that like are fighting. We're
Hmm.
trying to fight in a way that doesn't get us fucking murdered by our own government, because
Yeah.
they're interested in doing that too. But we are opposed to it. We're doing everything we can to fight back against it. And no, that's cool. That's a
Yeah. I
really
mean,
cool story.
to be honest, it grounded me again, right? Because I mean,
Mhm.
obviously, with everything going on and all the comments and whatever else, it is really easy to generalize everybody. I mean, there's no doubt about that, right? Or it
Right.
is easy to generalize all U.S. citizens, but I always have to go back and think about yourself. You're a good friend of me, or a good friend to me. I think about my friends and family, and then everybody that supports our channel that is from the
Mhm.
U.S. Right? So
Yeah.
um, lately, I have been mentioning in my videos that I have been getting attacked, well, not attacked, but not so nice emails from Democrats, which is weird because I
Mhm.
don't even get emails from MAGA anymore. But the Democrats are the ones that are, basically being hard on my channel. And lately, I've been actually getting a lot of people from the U.S. supporting me, saying, you know what, just ignore those guys. We
Mhm.
understand and we see what's going on, and you have my support from Kentucky, or you have my support from Missouri, and all that kind of stuff. So it is really cool. And it does ground me when I get these emails. So
Yeah, we're unfortunately seeing that. We're seeing, yes, as Kevin says, fake Dems. I'll just pop that up on the screen there. Yes, we are running into this increasingly again. This is unfortunately a cycle that happens on our side sometimes. Fake Dems possibly, but we run into the people that are like, oh, I'm more left than you are, and I am superior to you in some sort of way, you know. And it's an infuriating thing. As you saw, I put up a community post from some far leftist from Colorado explaining how he was so much better than me, and how he was the one truly fighting the good fight and all these nonsense things. He was mad that I every month get on a stream with you. Said, you know, you could be doing something, but instead you spend your time off speaking to a Canadian. what are you doing,
bad
right?
Canadian.
Yeah, and without going too deep into that, yes, we are running into the pure leftist, as they think they are, the ones that are going to try to out lefty you any chance they get. And I have taken a hardline stance on my channel against this now. Like, if you're here to like tear down our own side, if you're here to point out how you're somehow superior to everyone else on our side, listen, I'm white trash from the trailer park, and I believe in the ideas of the Democratic Party as far as like a living wage, healthcare. You could go on and on. Stronger unions. There's so many things that I believe in, and these guys are nothing but destructive to our side. And I kind of sat there in shock when that guy went off on me like he did, and said, "This is a recurring fucking problem with some of the people on the left. Is that they see a guy like me and they go, he does not belong in my fucking party. He doesn't belong on my side. I want him out." And it's like, well, if you keep running us out, I mean, how do you expect to grow the coalition? How do you expect for people to be on your side when you're a dick? You know,
Yeah.
you're just a dick.
It's the same probably the same type of people that were emailing me before. I mean, it's kind of quiet down a little bit, but it's just frustrating because I mean, technically we're on the same side, but it's sub factions, I guess, and within the anybody that is against the right. So it's just weird to me. So
Yeah, no, it's very strange. And yeah, like I said, I've taken a hardline stance on that. The leftiest of the lefties, the purest of us all, you quite literally can go fuck themselves. You're not helping. You're causing more harm than good. So leave me the fuck alone with that shit. Anyways, guard the leaf before we get ourselves in trouble. We have a ton of super chats coming in. And I hope everyone's still around because they started coming in 40 minutes ago. 40 minutes ago.
Shit. We're way behind.
We are way behind, and you've got about an hour and 10 minutes left before you got to go. So
approximately, we'll see how it goes. It really depends on when my wife wants to go to sleep because my setup is in the bedroom. So if she's tired, then I gotta stop. So.
Absolutely. So let's get started then, everybody, going through those. This one is coming on your side, Guard the Leaf. So as always, I'll let you read out yours and respond, and we'll get through these.
All right. This is from Arbitus RM. Hey, Arbitus, haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for the 10 Canadian dollars. And I quote, 120 civilians and human rights organizations, including the ACLU, that's what it was, and Amnesty International, issued a joint travel warning for visitors attending the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. The ACLU and other organizations are actually actively sending out travel advisories on why you should not go to the United States for FIFA. And, I agree with it. I mean, I even without FIFA, I'm not going, right? But I think there's some fans out there that are just really diehard that are, going to be rolling the dice. So one of my videos, I actually, there was an article on a few fans from overseas, and they decided they were not going to go. They were super fans. But there was this one fan from, I think he was from Canada, who said that he thinks everything is going to be fine and that his passport is going to protect him. And all I can say is that you're an idiot, but you want to roll the dice, go ahead. So, but thank you, Arbitus, for reminding me. I couldn't remember which organization, but it was the ACLU. So
Yeah, I guarantee you there will be horror stories coming out of the World Cup when it comes
yeah,
to ice here in the United States. Rolling the dice, you were right. There's no better way to say that. There are going to be horror stories coming out of that for sure,
yeah.
100%. And this one is for you too, sir.
This one's from Casper Hansen, 1346. Thank you for the 45. I think that's Danish krone.
Think so, yeah.
Yeah. Can you even gain entry in the few days, weeks, if your team qualifies for the next round tournament due to the visa application process? Who knows? I mean, yesterday I did a video on FIFA, and apparently they have this FIFA fast track visa program or whatever, and there was only 12,000 individuals that applied for it out of everybody that's interested in FIFA. So how long that process takes, I have no idea. But what I was focusing on is that there's only 12,000 people that were interested. So if you think about that, that's like one game and maybe a quarter of or a third of a stadium that are confirmed to be going, right? So it's not a lot of people. So, but yeah, to answer your question, I have no idea. I mean, I would assume that it takes at least a week. But even if you get it approved, you still have to go through CBP, right? So there's no guarantee that you're actually going to be able to see your game. So I don't know how many people want to roll the dice on that one. So
Yeah.
but yeah, thank you, Casper.
All right, from Mr. Grant Sloan, and this comment is great, but I'm going to point out what an ignorant American I am right now because I don't know how to pronounce shit outside of my own damn borders most of the time. How do you pronounce that? Is it Glasgow or Glasgow?
Glasgow.
I've heard Glasgow.
I think it's
Okay,
Glasgow.
I've heard it said both ways, so I was like, oh shit, this one got me. But also, I believe that's Celtic. We're all fucked up here because we got the Celtics, the basketball team, and for the longest time, that's how Americans pronounce that word. It's like I hate when it's such basic things, and I'm like, oh god, I'm so dumb. How do you pronounce these things? But thank you, Grant, for the $5. Born from oppression and feeding the poor in Glasgow's East and in 1888. I don't know much about that. That sounds very historical, some shit I need to look up. But hey, I agree with your point about fuck FIFA. The whole the fake peace price. I just don't get it with this son of a bitch Donald Trump. Like, obviously these organizations get it in the sense that like, hey, let's give him something shiny to be proud of, and then he'll leave us alone. But they need to stop doing that. They need to knock it off. It's not good for the people. And fuck FIFA. I agree.
I agree.
I agree 100%. I hope we see just a worldwide boycott. For that shit, I hope it falls flat on his face. I've already said that. This one is on your side, sir.
Oh, thank you, Professor Wayne Smith, for the $2. And yeah, just for everybody listening on my side and even on Josh's side, if you're interested, tomorrow I'll be doing another live stream with Wayne, and we're going to be talking all things tourism, the boycott, and also the effects of travel because of the Middle East. So tomorrow's live stream will start a little bit earlier. We're going to start at 10 a.m. Toronto time, I guess, and it'll so just an hour earlier than this one started. So yeah, stop by if you guys can. And thank you, Wayne, for the $2.
Awesome. Here you go. Another one from YUL Spotter for you.
Hey, YUL Spotter. Thanks for the 10. YUL Spotter has been my go-to guy for anything aviation. So Spirit Airlines couldn't get bailout money from the Trump admin. More U.S. jobs lost, but there's money for illegal wars, a ballroom, and Trump's picture on the U.S. passport. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Can you imagine like traveling anywhere and you open up your passport and you can see that guy's photo? I would hate that. So yeah.
Not only that, but I understand there's obviously a lot of hostility towards Americans that are traveling abroad. There was, I think you covered it, but some Americans, I don't know, they were in Ireland or Scotland or something like that, and they were asked who they voted for, and then they're like, "Why was everyone in the bar so mean to us?" Now you're walking around with that asshole's picture in your fucking wallet. Everyone's gonna get the wrong idea. You're like, "No, I swear I didn't vote for this son of a bitch." So, yes, but I didn't mean to cut you off. But yeah, more job loss.
Yeah. So just to end off, Trump's hates workers. Yeah, I mean it's unfortunate with Spirit Airlines, but I mean to be honest, I think it was expected. So, but thanks, YUL Spotter.
Yep. And here we go on my side from Tony. Tony, thank you for the $5. And the fuel surcharge is passed on to the consumer, adding to the inflation that Mango Mussolini said would just go away. It was just going to go away, right? Yeah, absolutely.
No.
That's the point I was making too earlier, Tony, is someone's got to pay that. And it ain't going to be the billionaires at the top. They're not going to pay the extra cost for fuel. I mean, think of everything working against us. It's the fucking tariffs, of course, the higher prices just because of the war, the fuel surcharge to transport products around this country, and probably even more. The Americans aren't getting off the hook on this, and well, the rest of the world too. I understand that fuel prices are high everywhere, but yes, that gets passed on to you. That's all there is to it. You pay, peasant, and it's the oil companies rake in record profits again, and according to the people in charge, everything is right in the world. Everything's right
for them, not us.
Yep, exactly. And here you go. From the legend himself, on your side, Rod Thunderheart.
Another one from Rod Thunderheart. Thank you very much, Rod Thunderheart. Hey, I'm not a lumberjack or I know this. Hey, Josh, did you ever check out the Canadian commercial that I sent you?
I believe I did. Yeah, I watched it. That was a month ago, and a lot has happened.
Yeah, because that's where these lyrics are coming. Well, not lyrics, but this is what's coming from. But I'll read it out because I mean it is a Canadian thing. So. Hey, I'm not a lumberjack or a fur trader. I don't eat blubber or live in an igloo or own a dog sled. I don't know Jimmy, Sally, Susie from Canada, although I'm certain they're really, really nice. I have a prime minister, not a president. I speak English and French. I'm going to guess there's going to be more. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Rod. I appreciate it. But Rod, you don't have to send that much. I really appreciate it. But, you know, it's really not needed. I do appreciate it though.
All righty, on to the next. There you go. There's Wayne again.
Oh, hey Wayne. Thanks again for the $2. B777 to take off January 1, 1672. Now 3,982. Is that the fuel cost for it to take off, or is that the price of it? I'm not sure, but either way, that's a lot of money. I mean, more than double. Which is why it's probably so expensive for me to fly home. So
yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, but yeah, we'll definitely be talking more about this tomorrow, Wayne. Thank you again.
And there you go. 5 Guard the Leaf memberships.
Oh, thank you very much, Acronis. I appreciate you gifting 5 Guard the Leaf memberships. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Tony with $5. So Tony gives me another reason here fuel went up under Biden, which I wasn't aware of. Thank you, Tony. Says the reason fuel went up under Biden was because in 2020, Trump made a deal with the Saudis to cut oil production. I do vaguely remember that. I don't remember the specifics, but I appreciate you telling me that, Tony. It kind of gives me a little more ammo when I can be bothered to try to get through to a Trump supporter. Sometimes I just give up. But I've always pointed to the Russian invasion of Ukraine as one of the factors, but this is helpful. This is something I always forget about and probably should look up more details on it. But yes, cut oil production to stabilize crude oil prices because of the art of the deal from Donald Trump. Imagine that. Imagine that. Yeah.
It's sad how many people actually believe that, though.
God, I mean, it's fucking tragic.
Think about, I mean, all of us, I think, watching right now, I think is ridiculous, right? But there's going to be millions of people in your country that are going to be like, yeah, it's totally the art of the deal, right? So it just frustrates me. So.
Yeah. And from Arbitus for me, $5 said, one would hope a blanket impeachment of Trump and all his government officials. One would hope, Arbitus. I would like to give you hope, but I don't think I'm able to. It depends how, obviously you know this, and everybody here knows this, but it depends obviously how the midterms go. And if we get control of the House, impeachment probably will happen, but it's the fucking removal that's the problem. It's the Senate that's always going to be the issue there. Is it 2/3 of the Senate has to convict or whatever? So the the chances of Donald Trump actually being removed from office, I'd say slim to none. Unfortunately, that's the bad news. But if I don't know how these midterms are going to go, it's a tough one because they are rigging the shit out of it. But we're hoping to at least neuter the son of a bitch in the House when that all comes around. But one would hope Arbitus, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's the unfortunate thing. This one is for you, Guard the Leaf.
Thank you very much, Atheist AI, for the 8,000. I think that's yuan. I think. I'm a Canadian citizen and veteran living in Japan, and the fuel prices are very high. It's not just the USA. I definitely didn't vote for this. I hate US exceptionalism and warmongering that hurts everyone on the planet. And it's Iran, not Iran. Iran. Yeah. I have to correct myself at that too. I mean, I'm totally used to saying Iran, and I'm doing my best to change it. So. But thank you very much for the update from Japan as well as the 8,000 yuan. Is it yuan? I think it is, right?
I have no idea.
Or yen,
really
yen. Sorry, I think it's a Japanese yen. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I'm not really sure on that one. Let's go on to this one is for you also.
Oh, thank you very much, Thomas. Thomas is I think Thomas has been around my channel for a very long time. It's good to see you. Thanks for the $6.99. All predictions say the Republicans will keep the majority for May Cuba. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, Josh, do you have anything to say on this one?
I'm a little confused at the for May Cuba part of that. I'm a little confused on the ending of that. But I don't know. If we're talking about the midterms, it's very, very hard to say because of all the rigging that's going on right now. I don't want to give anybody any kind of false hope right now. There is a lot of rigging this election going on. If we had a free, fair, open election, there's no way the fucking Republicans win at this point. All I'm doing is kind of seeing how things shake out at this point and trying to figure out what happens. But I don't know. I don't know. Looking at it right now. Yeah, looking at it right now. We did good with Prop 50. Virginia did good. I don't know if we've got anyone from Virginia watching, but good job going out there and voting for that. It's hard to say. There's a lot going on right now. So lawsuits are probably flying right now, and that's all I really fucking know. It's hard.
Yep. But thanks very much, Thomas. Appreciate it.
And then Rod looks like came over to my side here for part two with the $100. Thank you, Rod. I appreciate that. And since it's on my side, I guess I got to read this one out. So he says, not American, and I pronounce it about, not a boot. I can proudly sew my country's flag on my backpack. I believe in peacekeeping, not policing. I believe in diversity, not assimilation, and that the beaver is truly a proud and noble animal. What is this word starting with a T? Say it for me, Guard the Leaf.
It's a toque.
A toque. See, I was going to fuck that up.
It's kind of cool hearing you read it out. I mean, because every Canadian knows this commercial. I mean, it's the most Canadian commercial, right? But to hear you read it out, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I did watch it. I promise you. A lot's happened in a month. But I remember I got a little ahead of myself. I've told you guys all this story before, but when I first started this channel and I got so much Canadian support, I thought I was fucking clever in one of my videos. I'm not above fucking up in my videos. It happens sometimes. But I was kind of making fun of a lot of Canadians said that I have somewhat of a Canadian accent, and they were pointing that out a lot. And I don't know that to be true or not, but they were saying you sound Canadian a lot. And I said in one of my videos, I said, people keep saying I sound Canadian. I don't know what that's about. And I thought it was funny. And I about got fucking murdered in my own comment section. They said, now you're going to make fun of us, asshole. We showed up to support you. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I thought it was funny, but thank you for correcting me.
It's a bit of a touchy subject these days. So
yeah. And I mean, I hope we can all look back and laugh. I was the one that definitely got fucking hammered in my comment section for saying it. But I was like, okay, I learned a lesson today. I learned a very valuable lesson. What I've learned is Making fun of Nickelback, still good, still cool.
Yeah.
But having a little fun with the accent, I should shut the fuck up. That's what I learned from that. So
That's funny. That's funny.
yeah. And we've got Tina, member for 6 months, was the White House correspondent dinner event staged. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I could go either way on that, Tina. Like we discussed earlier, probably around the time you sent that. Yeah, I could go either fucking way with that. And it's possible. 100% possible. Here's Rod on your side with part 3.
Part 3. A Chesterfield is a couch and is pronounced Z, not Z. Z. You know what's funny on the Z thing? I don't know when it changed, but I started saying, like, it's, for example, I had a habit of saying Gen Z, but it should be like Gen Z, right? I think we talked about this on the last live stream, but
Yeah.
I'm just having this channel, I'm really starting to notice what words and letters I've really kind of taken from the the US side, right? And I'm trying to fix that. So but yeah, I do say Z. So Canada is the second largest landmass, the first nation of hockey, and the best part of North America. My name is Rod Thunderheart, and I am Canadian. Thank you very much, Rod. I really appreciate it. And thank you for also having Josh read it out as well. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you, Rod, also for angering the leftiest of the leftist. It is very angry that I spend my time speaking to Canadians. Making me read that out also on my side probably really made that guy's blood boil. And sometimes I'm in it for the petty shit, baby. So fine with me. Fine with me. And then Arbitus, this is on on my side. And I think, yeah, on my side, Arbitus, thank you for the $2. And yes, Zelensky is fighting a war without a ballroom. What a brave man he is. And I mean that sincerely, though. Zelensky, I haven't been keeping up with Ukraine as much lately, but I remember towards the beginning of the war, very inspiring, actually very brave. Did not wear a suit to the Oval Office and did not say thank you to JD Vance over and over, but I forgive him for both of those things. But yes, also out there fighting a war without a ballroom. The ball's on Zelensky, my friends. The ball's on Zelensky to do that. But yes, that's a funny observation for sure, and I appreciate it, Arbitus. Thank you. And we've got Rod Thunderheart on my side with $50. Thank you, Rod. Appreciate that. Hell, Josh, and Guard the Leaf. Josh, a couple years back, I got into long haul for home hardware. It made me realize why truckers get into it. Basically, I learned to outfit the truck like a motorhome. We were back for 36-hour reset on weekends, but I loved it. Thank you for the 50. And yes, my truck, I'm still in the process of setting it up because I've gotten kind of lazy. Because if you guys don't know, a few of us have been playing a video game together and we're having a lot of fun. And I have kind of put off doing things I should be doing a lot so I can play that video game with some of my viewers. But the truck is set up very nice aside from me being lazy and not finishing it. But for those of you that don't know, like I got a refrigerator, a microwave, I have like a 46-inch TV on the truck. And
What?
my
Really?
my PS5.
Cool.
I've got internet in the damn thing. So yes, you can set them up very nice. But I got to figure something out because I am not used to being like out of the truck. I've been trucking for so long. I can't sleep without like the sound of a diesel engine running. So I'm about like tempted to somehow figure out how to strap a fucking huge Cummins to the side of my fucking house right outside my bedroom and then just crank that son of a bitch up to rattle the house when I'm trying to sleep. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not cut out for the normal world anymore of being indoors in a house. But I definitely, Rod, you can turn them into home, so to speak. So yeah, it's interesting. Now I'm missing the truck. It's time to go back. It's time to go back. No, I do love spending time at home when I can. But yep, you can set them up really nice. Is the point, Rod? Got a little long-winded there. We've got John with the $10. says men's Jordache and Calvin Klein designer jeans in the 1980s also had no ballroom. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I don't know. Let's see. In the 80s, well, in the 80s, I was very young, and we were the clothes I was wearing was whatever like my cousins or whatever had outgrown. You know, the old trash bag full of hand me downs.
Yeah, that was the same
So
for me. I got hand-me-downs from my older cousins as well.
yeah, yeah. So you get what you get, and you be happy about it. So
Yeah.
I don't think I know anything about Jordache and Calvin Klein though, because there ain't no one in my family could afford that shit. But funny comment nonetheless. That's hilarious. Scarpad with the $10. Josh, you are a breath of fresh of the freshest air. Keep it up. Well, thank you. I do have this constant vape cloud around me. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's that. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Rod, with the member for 3 months, just love the trucker life. Josh, so respect, sir. Well, thank you. Yeah, I go back and forth with it, but I don't know how to function in the real world anymore. I really don't. Yeah, it's nice to just mind my business and drive my truck for sure. Arbitus, this is on your side.
Arbitus, thanks for the 2. Buffalo voted in the 60 percentage for Dems. Yeah, I mean, I saw the voting results for Buffalo, and it definitely is a more bigger percentage for Dems, and which kind of probably explains why they were singing our anthem as well. So, I'm proud of Buffalo. I'm proud of those that were at the game that sang it, but like I said, at the same time, there's still going to be 40% that don't support Canada, right? So, but yeah, thanks for that, Arbitus.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put this one up on the screen. At my age, guard the leaf. I can't hold it when I gotta piss. So
We're the same age, though.
I just had a birthday, so I got you beat, I think.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah, we're roughly around the same age, though.
when you pass that next birthday, then we'll talk, young man. but no, I'll put this up on the screen and then I will be right back. Here you go.
All right. All right. This one's from Live and Right. Thanks for the 10 Canadian dollars. Sabres fans have the anthem memorized. The Sabres play the anthem before every game and have been doing so since the 1970s. Yeah, I read that too. I mean, I've been reading comments on, all over the place, not just in my video, but like other videos that posted this or the anthem video. And yeah, I mean, some people have said that what you said, that they've been singing it for decades. And I actually, I actually learned something, because I didn't know that if there isn't a Canadian team playing, I always thought that they only sung the U.S. anthem. I didn't know they actually sung the Canadian one as well. So that was new to me, and I actually didn't know that. I don't know if it's all cities, because I kind of recall seeing that there were some games, NHL games I was watching, and it might have been on like ESPN or one of the U.S. networks, and I do recall that they didn't um, sing the Canadian anthem. That might have been a while ago, but yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I mean, it kind of touched me as well to hear that, and like I said, for those that were actually singing, I do thank those that supported our anthem. So hopefully, it does bridge a little bit, but obviously there's a lot of ways to go. So, have you seen the clip of the Habs moment in the House of Commons? Go Habs, go! This is from. I'm just reading the comments from Avenged 7 People. No, I didn't see that. If you're in our Discord server, can you send a link to that so I can take a look at it? But yeah, send that over to me, because I'm kind of curious to see. But thanks very much, Living Right. I appreciate the 10. And yeah, you're right. I mean, I guess Buffalo has been singing it for a while, so I'm assuming that a lot of their fans know our anthem off by heart as well. So now, whether if we go to like say Florida or Tampa or any southern NHL city, whether they would know the Canadian anthem, I think a lot less people would probably know it. So, but yeah, thanks again, Living Right.
Did you see this cool new Kurt Cobain picture I got? Anybody notice?
Okay.
I'm waiting for the comments. How cool is that?
Yeah, I mean, Kurt Cobain was grade 8 for me when I started listening to it, and the first song I listened to from Nirvana was Heart Shaped Box.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So, and you know why? Is because my English teacher in grade 8, she played it while we were doing work, and that's the only reason I started listening to Nirvana.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched the entire Nirvana Unplugged set yesterday, and
That's a good set.
yeah, yeah,
It starts off. Don't tell me what's the first song. Uh, I forgot what the first song. I can hear it in my head, but I forgot what the first song is. I have to look up.
Scarpad said, I thought that was a picture of Josh. That's so funny because I had it sitting out on my table, and one of my daughters got home and was asking why I had a picture of myself made. She's like, we don't even have pictures of all of us hanging around here. Why did you get a picture of you? And I said, that's not me. That's I don't know if I can just pop me up on the screen for just a second so people can see it a little better. Yeah, but my own child thought that was me in that picture. So yeah,
About a Girl. That's what it is. Acronis just said it in the chat. The first track on the Unplugged is About a Girl.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good one too. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah. But you know what's funny? Like I because I mean we're kind of going sidetrack here, but back in grade 8 when I started listening to Nirvana, I've the first CD that I listened of Nirvana was the Unplugged. So I started getting used to all of the songs from the Unplugged version, but when I listened to the real version, I was just like, whoa, this is like pretty different. So yeah, but it was a good CD. So
yeah, absolutely. But anyways, I just wanted to point that out because I was so proud of it yesterday when I got it,
nice.
and I was like, oh, I should have got another one. So I'm thinking about making a wall of like dead rock stars over here. I was like, well, now I need Chester Bennington hanging on this side if I can find one of him.
Yeah, Chris Cornell as well.
No, I mean, I nothing against him. It's just I didn't really care for the music that much myself. It's a preference thing, my friends. I know a lot of people love them some Chris Cornell, definitely, but it just never really appealed to me that much. Same with what was it? Alice in Chains, Lane Staley, I believe it was. They were good. It just the music didn't appeal to me that much, so they won't make it on my wall of dead rock stars. But that's about it. I think those are the only two. Ozzy was somebody said Ozzy was good, but still wouldn't make it on my wall, you know. Yeah, no offense to anyone that likes Ozzy and Chris Cornell. It just didn't do much for me. Anyways, on to the next. This is Rod Thunderheart on your side again.
Oh, thanks, Rod. Yes, GTL. I found the anthem singing a little sus. Why, as soon as the national anthem began, immediately she was given a new mic. Yeah, I saw that too. I mean, right after the Canadian anthem finished, she was given a new mic, and I thought about that too. But at the same time, as well, I wasn't really focusing on that. I was focusing on the people that were actually singing, right? Because, like I said, they had a choice to sing the anthem or not. You know, they some of them didn't. You can see some people in the stands were disgruntled, but I'm just going to focus on the people that did sing and acknowledge them for helping us out. So, but yeah, thanks for the message, Rod.
Absolutely. And there you go, sir.
This is my side?
Yes.
Okay. MJD 1964 in another world. Thank you for the $2.99 super sticker. Appreciate it. Did you know I think I have dyslexia? Did I ever tell you that? It's because I'm doing a lot more reading on my channel now, right? And because I actually do like reading the articles and you know, learning along with the audience. But I'm really starting to learn that I think I have dyslexia. And
self-diagnosed or professionally?
Well, right now itself, but I'm actually really kind of thinking of, you know, looking into this more, right? And it's kind of funny. Ever since I started this channel, like I mix up numbers, I mix up words, and you know, I'm starting to wonder too, like, do I have a little bit of ADD? I don't know, right? So you know, all this kind of self-realization stuff is coming out when I started this channel. So
yeah. For me, it's just I get fucking excited about whatever I'm talking about, and then fuck everything up. And I don't know. I get diagnosed in my comments all the time with ADD, but I don't have any fucking idea. I'm just trying to make a video. So,
Yeah.
Anyways, did you read that one? You didn't read that one yet, right?
Oh, is this one on my side too as well?
Oh,
Sorry, I was
yes.
just,
Sorry. That's
watching-
my fault. Yes, that one was yours too.
Sorry, I was just replying to a message in the chat.
Cool.
Someone's saying feed my cat, but we just fed her. I told you earlier. I even told you offline earlier that I got to feed the cat first, right? So
Yes.
it's not a hungry thing. It's an attention thing. So, anyways, Lisa Tutts 7203. Thanks for the $5. Look up Douglas Dixon. He was arrested on February. Spent 9 days at Alligator Alcatraz. 65 days total detention. Deported back to Canada April 15th. I think I actually did a video on this. I can't remember his name, but he flew back to Montreal, I think it was, and hasn't seen his family for 65 days. And I think he was the guy that has some tax problems in the U.S. and spent some time in Alligator Alcatraz. So yeah, I think I did cover this one. And I just recently saw another person, another Canadian that was or might still be in detention. But I'll try to see if I can get more information on him. But thank you, Lisa, for bringing this to my attention. And if you want to see my video, it's probably going to be a couple weeks ago. So check my channel and videos, and it's probably about maybe 2.5 weeks ago that I did this one.
Okay. Alrighty.
Thanks, Lisa.
Yeah. Dangerous to travel here for sure. And this one is your side too, sir.
Okay. Joseph Main 5832. Oh shit, there it goes. See? It's 5823. I just showed everybody. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for the $2, and I think that's a super sticker. Really appreciate it. That's what I'm talking about. That's the dyslexia that I'm starting to notice once I'm starting to read out more. So
right.
Yeah.
And we got Tony Mason with $5. Thank you, Tony. Now is not the time to be bashing fellow Democrats. We got to win this fall. Purity tests don't win elections. Yeah, that's where I'm at, Tony. I agree with you 100%. And I've noticed just through my channel is that is popping up more and more as we get closer to the elections. That we are getting the I don't even know how to explain it. The far superior leftists are showing their heads again and telling us how much better than us they are. And that unfortunately is a trend that continues every goddamn election. And that was sort of my point with starting this channel. I can do my dirty job. I can talk like I do. I can have the opinions I do and still be on the left. So as much as this is challenging Trump and MAGA and that entire thing, it's also was intended to challenge the idea of what a person on the left is supposed to be, according to these random weirdos out there that think they make the rules for who we're supposed to be. Basically, my point is to appeal to the working class and let them understand we can be on the left, but also to shut up these smug fucking pricks that want to tell us that we're not good enough to be in their club. Fuck off. You're not in charge of that decision. Well
said.
Thank you. That was just off the top of my head. So,
no, I 100% agree with you. So.
Yeah. So those people in particular, I'm running them off my channel. You're not in charge of what I am, or like who you get the point. Well said until I started fucking it up, right? So no, I think those people are full of shit. I think they're harmful and not welcome here. Not welcome here. So I agree with you, Tony. And I don't mean like not welcome in the party and not welcome to vote for the left, but I mean when they're watching my videos, they can watch with their fucking mouth shut. That's what I'd prefer. Arbitus with the $2. Far left don't know how to move through. Is that co-oping? Like as in cooperating, or I've never seen it. Coping? Yeah. I think it's co-oping. I have never seen it typed out like that, but yes, that is a problem. It 100% is a problem on our side. We've let these people with the biggest fucking mouths run around for too long talking about how they get to decide who's on the left. it's enough. It's enough. If that's a fight I have to have, it's a fight I'm willing to have. Because what happens, and I don't think a lot of people realize it, when a guy from the trailer park, or a truck driver or a mechanic or a fucking janitor says, I'm interested in the policies on the left, then you always get some smug, loudmouth prick showing up saying you're not on the left because you don't speak exactly like I do, or you don't believe exactly the things I do. And they do run a lot of people out of the party. A lot of people go, well, it's just easier to go over to the right at this point and vote for the Republicans because they have zero standards at all. And I'm not suggesting we have zero standards, but like, you can do whatever you want on the right and you're accepted because you're voting for their guys, right? And it's a tough thing because you don't want to say, well, let's all just run wild and do a bunch of crazy shit. There must be some standard, but these people create unrealistic standards and say, hey, if you don't fall under the standard I just made up, then you have no place in this party. And they do run people off. They 100% run people off acting like that. So yes, I agree, Arbitus. I hope I said that one right. I hope I got that one right. But this one's Rod for you.
On my side? Oh, thanks, Rod, for the 10. Hail, Josh. Hail, GTL and Josh. Now I split my super chats with you both. Didn't realize you guys were double channel casting. Yeah, anytime we're doing a live stream, it's going to be casted on both of our channels. So we're using a system called StreamYard, so it allows us to do one live stream on both of our channels. So yeah, got it now. Thanks you both for your channels, but know this trucker, pro, wrestler, farm boy agrees. Appreciate it, Rod. Really do.
Hell yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Rod. Broke but happy on this from your side too.
Oh, thanks, broke but happy. Okay. For the 100 NOK, what's NOK?
Let me look.
I don't
Norwegian.
Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hi to GTL, Josh, and the co-host. Appreciate the 100. The co-host is very active today. I don't know why. And yeah, like I said, it's not a feeding thing. I literally, we literally fed her just before the live stream because I thought it might help to, maybe put her in a food coma or something, but it didn't. So yeah, she's very active. But thank you very much, Broke but Happy.
Telling you got to get that catnip.
Yeah, I don't know about over here. We'll see.
Here you go. This one's on your side too.
All right. Nefer79, thank you for the 27.99 Canadian. I hope FIFA fails bigly and massively. Thank you for all you do. I watch every day, but rarely comment. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I think for me, if FIFA didn't give that stupid peace prize, I don't think I would have as much animosity against FIFA. I mean, I'd be indifferent, right? But the fact that they gave him a peace prize for absolutely no reason, and I think he actually ended up taking the Nobel Peace Prize from the person from Venezuela, was it? But regardless of that, the fact that they gave him one and he's starting wars and causing chaos around the world, that was the nail in the coffin for me. And I have no, what's the word? No backing for FIFA, and I also do hope they fail as well. So yeah, that's just my opinion. So, but thank you very much, Nefer 79.
Yeah, hopefully a lot of people feel that same way. That award is bullshit, I don't give a fuck what happens to them at all. This one is coming from your side also.
Casper Hansen again, 1346. Thank you for the 45 Danish krone. Imagine a border security officer opening up your passport and it has a picture of Hitler inside. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I read it's only going to be like 50,000 and passports, and it's basically like a limited edition thing. And I'm sure nobody in their sane mind, except for the right, is going to get it. But yeah, I mean, that's the same thing. I mean, you open up your a passport and it's got a picture of Hitler, and it's the same thing. So
right, absolutely.
Yeah, thanks very much, Casper.
Alrighty, that's for you too.
Okay, thank you very much, Knucklehead Q7Z, for the $5. And is that a super chat or a super or sticker? Because we can't see it, right?
I think that's a sticker. Yeah, the stickers don't come through on the StreamYard side. I guess they just
Yeah.
haven't updated to do that. They do show on the YouTube side, but I don't know what it was. But yeah, that would be one of the super stickers. The same as looks like this is on my side. Thank you, David, for the $10. His actually says super sticker, so it's interesting that the last didn't, but might have just been a super chat. Might have
Yeah.
just been with no comment. Yeah, with no comment. So, anyways, yeah, thank you, David. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. We've got, I hope I get this right, Acronis with the 5 channel memberships for the Enemy from Within. Thank you so much. Those channel memberships, do you have them too? You do, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they're interesting. They don't do much on my channel because I don't know about you, but I don't upload membership only videos. I did some like maybe over a year ago. But
Yeah.
thank you nonetheless for the support.
Actually, you know
There
what?
are
On that topic, like the
Mhm,
membership videos. I mean, maybe this is a good opportunity if I have my members on the channel, and I did do member videos before as well, and
mhm,
they were just it wasn't really you know information or anything that was gatekept, right? I mean, my videos that I had were really just, asking for moderators and just kind of giving updates on myself and things like that, right? But
mhm,
I kind of stopped doing the member videos because it's how do I say it? If I put up videos, then you get the people who are not members saying that it's not fair that I'm creating videos for the members when they're supporters as well, right? So I don't know. I mean, I just kind of stopped doing them after a while because it's not that I don't want to do it, and I'm trying to figure out other ways to, kind of focus on my members and stuff, which I have a few ideas
mhm,
in mind. I just need time to implement it. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, if any of the members are wondering, when am I going to be doing my next video? I think what I'd rather do is things that are not videos and show that it's like a members only video on YouTube because it just brings up a lot of weird comments from people. Some people, I got some very angry people saying that I'm not supporting your channel anymore because you started doing member videos, right? And
mhm.
the member video that they were questioning was just me asking for moderators. And I
Right.
would rather have members be moderators versus, someone that I am not familiar with, right? But
Mhm,
I see people in my, I start to see regular names and I trust those. But if I get like a random person saying, "Hey, can I be a moderator?" I'll be like, well, I haven't seen you around here very much, so I'm not really too sure, right? But
mhm.
at least for my members, I am gonna probably start to do member calls. I did one, um, but that'll probably be when my schedule frees up a little bit more. So I just
Yeah.
figured this might be a good time to do it or say this. So
Yeah, it's a thing that like you honestly can't win
yeah,
when it comes to that. I had somebody very angry at me just last week. They said, I used to support your channel, but now that you're putting all your videos behind a paywall, I no longer support you. And I said, wait, what are you talking about?
yeah,
What is it that you think I put behind a paywall? And they said, all those membership videos you have. And I was like, bro, I like have 5 from a year ago. And I
yeah,
said the channel memberships are a buck 99 for anyone that wants to support the channel. I don't really push them. It's in my normal pinned comment. And they said,
mhm,
no, that's bullshit. All your content's behind a paywall. I'm like, you're literally commenting on a video right now. I don't know what you want me to tell you. And I tried to reason with them. I said the last video literally that I did was about a year ago. And it was a microphone check, basically. I bought a
yeah,
mic for my phone and I couldn't get the fucking sound right. And I was like, some of my videos were coming out fucked up. So I was messing with settings and I didn't want it to be a public video. So I
yeah.
basically just made a video that was a 20-minute long microphone check. And I said, that's what you missed out on. That's the video you
Yeah.
missed. You
I
know?
just same thing too. I mean, for me, I just told the person, "Hey, that video that you're complaining about, all I was doing was asking for moderators, right?" So, I just saw a comment from Rob. He's saying to keep it fair, you can do something like early access. I thought about doing that. Like some of my videos, like today, for example, the video that I just published today, I only finished it like 10 minutes before it was published. So there's not really anything I can do for like early uh, re- um, early access. So I guess it really depends on the schedule. If I do have a video that is, it takes me a few days to make, maybe I'll do that. But that's a good idea. So thank you, Robert.
Yep,
Sorry to
absolutely.
hijack your message though.
No, no, not at all. Not at
Yeah.
all. And we got Knucklehead on my side. Keep up the great work, Josh. I will try. I will damn sure try. It gets exhausting sometimes, but thank you. I appreciate that. And I will keep going. I will keep going. And we've got Christy over on my side. Have you heard how the boycott turned out yesterday? I have not, Christy. I looked a little bit this morning, and I read an article that was sent to me that pointed to thousands of people, but I'm hoping to see some official number somewhere, and I'm hoping to see much more than thousands. I'll tell you that. I don't know. I'd like to see economic numbers from yesterday, but I haven't heard yet. I haven't heard yet. That'll be probably the first thing I look up when we finish this stream.
Yeah.
But
Yes, you're kind of
either
quiet
way,
on that front.
yeah, either way, I can say that I participated. I sat at home yesterday. I didn't spend any money. I literally made a ham and bean soup. I figured I'll eat like I can't afford the grocery store at all, and prove I can survive off the bare minimums over here. And I sat here at the house. I had people in my family texting me, making sure that I stayed home, and I wasn't out contributing to the economy. And I'm like, have you watched my fucking videos? Of course I'm staying home. But I can comfortably say that on my humble little channel here, that video got around 90,000 views. I stayed home. I motivated people in my own family to stay home. I did my part. That's all I can do. And maybe next year, or I'm ready to do it again right now. Anybody ready to just fucking call it right now and just strike for however long it takes? Because I can't do it myself. If millions of people want to join me right now, I'm in, but I can't do it by myself. But I did my part. And I'm curious to see those numbers. And we've got Dennis Koch. I hope I got that right. Koch. I know there's actually quite a few different pronunciations for that, for those 4 letters. I've heard so many different ones, shockingly. But thank you, Dennis, for the super sticker and the $2. Appreciate you. And Arbitus with $5 says, check your heritage with our new law on familial heritage. You might be eligible for auto. I heard about that.
Yes. Yeah.
If you can trace back your family history, I guess, to Canadian citizenship, then you might be able to get in. And I've heard that that's the expensive part, is having somebody trace that family line to see if you're.
I think the lawyer part is the most expensive.
Yeah.
Apparently, looking it up, I can't remember how many hundreds. It's not that expensive, but the lawyer fees are the ones that's going to be in the thousands. But on that topic, there was somebody that I interviewed last year, and they informed me apparently they have bloodlines in Canada, and they're also looking at possibly moving to Canada. So it is something that thousands of U.S. citizens are looking at right now. So.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading people have a discussion about my gorgeous hair. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that.
This live stream, I'm trying to balance between speaking as well as keeping an eye on the chat. So
yeah, absolutely.
It's tough.
If I get distracted when they start complimenting me, I go, hey, hold on, I'm reading this. I know the world's on fire right now, but tell me more nice things, please. Thank you. I appreciate it. But anyways, let me get less distracted here. This is on your side.
Okay, another one from Atheist AI with the 2,000 yen. Canadian spellings: color, honor, flavor, neighbor, center. You know what? I still spell center with a er, and I have to change that. Theater, meter, license, defense, offense, traveling, counseling, modeling, check, gray, program. So yeah, out of that list, I think it's just center and traveling was actually, I for some reason started spelling it with 1 L. So, and last one, maneuver. So Josh, do these look different to you?
I was a little shocked by the traveling one because I was like, oh shit, maybe I am actually Canadian because that's how I spell it. Like I always get auto-corrected on it. I'm like, what? I always felt like autocorrect was wrong. I'm like, why does it keep telling me that I'm spelling this wrong? Yeah, I guess how many words we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I guess I'm, according to the list, like 1/17th Canadian because that's how I spell traveling.
Nice. Yeah, thank you very much, Atheist AI. That's I only got 2 of them wrong right now so far that I have incorrect spelling on. So
Yeah, yeah. The extra U, like color, honor, all those flavor. Yeah,
yeah,
that's foreign to me, the extra U, but I've gotten used to seeing it quite a bit more.
yeah.
Here you go. That's on your side.
All right, another one from Live and Right, $5. Thank you very much, appreciate it. Zelensky needs a separate room for his balls. That man has pretty big bear. Yeah, I mean, can you ever imagine seeing the orange guy at the front line? I really doubt it. That'll never happen. So
No.
yeah, he doesn't need a ballroom. He needs a ball room for his balls. Yeah.
YUL spotter on my side. Beer is now cheaper than gas, so drink, don't drive. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure that I don't have an argument. I'm sure that's 100% true. And I've actually I noticed the sort of trends of thing that's going on with what I'm hauling. Like for example, I used to haul a lot of Whirlpool products out of Iowa, and I haven't been there for months. Haven't been there for
Mhm.
months. And I used to haul quite a few different things out of Denver. One of them being beer, the other one being like pet food, and the other being cardboard that's going to a different plant to be recycled, right? And I've noticed that I haven't hauled any pet food very often recently, and the cardboard that's going to be recycled, I haven't done that much lately. But the beer, Americans are drinking right now. I've been hauling a lot of fucking beer, a lot of beer. And you notice these trends, it's like, yeah, I mean, what else are we gonna do? Just fucking get drunk.
Just get drunk.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So, yeah, I think a lot of people are in agreement with that. YUL spotter. Um, I think so. We've got Rod Thunderheart on my side. It says, "Hail Josh and guard the leaf. I'm reminded of a meme of a rich, smug bastard looking over 2 people arguing in an aquarium. This is why they split us, and it says they got you fighting a culture war to prevent you from fighting a class war." Are you familiar with this meme? Or I don't think I've seen it.
No.
But this is true. I mean, I kind of get hill about that a lot because, as you all know, I definitely lean to the Democratic side. I'm a registered Democrat, right? And people say, no, you need to get it right. It's us versus the billionaires, and I agree with that point too. I think both the two things can be true at once. The Democratic policies are generally better for the working class in America. That's why I fell on that side. But yes, I agree 100% that it is a class war going on, and unfortunately, it makes me sad when I see the paycheck to paycheck Americans lining up to bow down to these billionaires and tell me stupid shit like, if it wasn't for those billionaires, you wouldn't even have a job. You need to be thanking them for everything they've done to you. Oh, please shut the fuck up. Please stop. Um,
Yeah.
so it's a tough thing because, yeah, I mean, there's no like viable third party here in America. If there is, show them to me. Like if they make sense, I'm happy to have a look. The Republicans are not a realistic party at all. I mean, what are we fucking talking about here? But the class war is still alive and well too. Absolutely, absolutely. Before I go on and on about that, let me jump over to the next. But yeah, you're right, Rod. You're not wrong about that. Somebody said working families party. Richard said that. Is that a thing I need to be looking up, or are you saying that that's what we should have? Let me Google it and see if is that a real thing? The Working Class Party is a socialist, pro-labor third party in the United States. Okay, we're off to a good start. Founded in 2014 by supporters of the Spark newspaper with significant activity in Michigan, Maryland, and Illinois. The party aims to elect workers to public office to challenge corporations and the wealthy, focusing on issues like wage growth, job creation, and safer work environment. The Working Class Party details. Okay, you've got my attention. Who typed that? That was Richard. Okay, I mean, I'm going to look into it, and if there's something there. Candidates are typically workers active in their workplaces, focused on labor-centric issues, including making wages keep up with inflation. And okay, I'll keep that tab open. I won't read the whole thing right now, but I'll keep that tab open. I didn't know about that.
I saw a comment on your side from 16 Tones. She's asking, or he or she is asking, do I hear a cat, by the way? And yes, you do. That's on my side. So just FYI. Yeah.
Anyways, let me get back to this. Atheist with the 2000. What did we decide this was? Was it yuan?
Yen.
Yen. My fault.
Yeah,
my fault.
Japanese yen.
Okay, cool. Canadian spelling: savior, parlor, demeanor, splendor, vigor, odor. That's a terrible word. Rumored. Yeah. Yes. Definitely a lot of different spellings. Like the jeweler one doesn't seem wrong to me. Counselor, is that wrong? Labeling. I do a lot of the. It looks like what those are pointing to is a lot of double L's in the spellings. If I'm getting that
double
right.
Double L's and U's, and then R.
Yeah.
R-E instead of ER. Like
okay.
Litre, right? So.
Right. I do a lot of that. The two L's, and I always felt like that was the right way. So yeah.
You better check your Canadian heritage.
I guess so. I better get a lawyer. Yeah. So here you go. This one's over on your side.
All right. Another one from Brooke But Happy. A passport of dying Donald picture will give a close encounter with the glove. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was going to talk about it in a video, but it's just not worth it. I don't want to give it attention, but I still can't believe he wants to put his picture in the passport. I mean, what else has he mentioned that he wants to put his picture on? I think it was the national parks card or something. He wanted to put his picture on all of it, and if you deface it, you can get arrested or something.
Yeah. Well, there's the Kennedy Center, which doesn't have his face on it, but has his name on it. I need to look into it more too, but I believe I'll watch the comments. If I'm wrong about this, then I'm wrong, and that's fine. But I believe Donald Trump had said it's treason to talk negatively about his war. Treason. So none of this surprises me at all that he wants his picture on everything and wants his name on everything. I mean, what's confusing me right now is, according to Donald Trump, the Strait of Hormuz is now called the Strait of Trump. Why isn't Donald Trump opening the Strait of Trump then? Like, what are you waiting for? It's literally named after you, bro. What are you waiting
exactly
on? But anyways, no, it doesn't surprise me at all, is the point. Rod Thunderheart with the 10 gifted memberships to my channel. Appreciate that, Rod. I saw them all pop up on the screen a few minutes ago. And those just go out randomly. YouTube and Rod has no control over that. So everyone that got one, congratulations. You can watch my audio check video from a year ago. That I've heard is a very, very hot commodity that people are just dying to see that video. So Rod has made that dream a reality for 10 people. Thank you, Rod. Appreciate it. Thunder Blue with the $10. What do you think about turning Trump and Hegseth over to Iran to face their war crimes? I mean, I doubt it will happen. Hegseth still has a lot of life ahead of him. He's a young guy. And I do believe that Donald Trump will get away with everything that he's doing. Donald Trump himself will get away with it. But people like Pete Hegseth, people like Pam Bondi, these people that are still young, I believe they will face the consequences one day. For their actions. You're not going to see me being sad about that. If you want to be a bunch of fucking war criminals, then, you got to deal with the consequences of that. It's shocking the amount of young people that are like in their 40s and 50s that are going along with this, because Donald Trump won't be around forever and he won't be there to shield you. I don't think he's even going to save Pam Bondi's ass now that she's out. You know, she's probably on her own. So,
Yep.
yes, I think that there are going to be a lot of people that face the consequences of the crimes they're committing. And I'm here for it. That's going to give me years of content, for one, as we watch them go through their trials and see what their sentence is. But yep, absolutely. This one is on your side, sir.
Thank you, Avalorian. Sorry about that if I mispronounced it. Thank you for the €2. I think that's euros. Hey, GTL, greetings from a Canadian in Belgium. Thank you. I was actually supposed to go to Belgium this year, but obviously things didn't work out. I mean, it was either Belgium home or Australia. I chose Australia. I mean, that's a somewhat closer flight for me, but Belgium was somewhere that I was hoping to go with my wife and friends, but unfortunately we couldn't go. So, but it's good to see another Canadian living abroad, supporting my channel. So appreciate the €2.
Absolutely. Scarpad with the new membership. Thank you. Appreciate your support. Thank you. And here's Rod over on your side.
Oh, Rod gifted 10 Guard the Leaf memberships. So yeah, 10 more people can see my video about asking for moderators. So thank you very much, Rod, for gifting 10 memberships to my side, and to the new.
What happened to his mic? Is he back?
Sorry?
There you are. Your mic cut out.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was just saying thank you very much. I don't know where it cut off, but thanks very much for gifting the 10 Guard the Leaf memberships. And whoever gets those 10, you can see my video about asking for moderators.
Absolutely. So, absolutely.
Yeah.
Here you go. That's for you.
From Living Right. Oh, thank you again for the $5. I have a membership because I believe in what you're doing. I don't need any perks. I really appreciate that. And, you know, sometimes I do feel guilty that I'm not able to, you know, focus on the members as much. But, you know, your message really does mean a lot to me. And, you know, I do want to, because I, you know, like I said, I do feel guilty, and eventually, you know, I just want to get the members more involved. But thank you again for that message. It does mean a lot to me.
Yep, absolutely. And Chris over on my side with $5. Loki says hi, and so do I. You got a Loki too, Chris? I got a Loki also. Loki is a Maine Coon. He's a big boy. He's a big boy.
You have a Maine Coon?
Yeah, I sure do. But I don't know where the dog is right now. And the dog is a fucking lunatic, so I can't go get the cat to show y'all. We have to keep them separate because the dog's fucking insane. But yes, I do have a Maine Coon. His name's Loki. And he's a sweetheart to the point of being fucking annoying because he won't get the fuck off you. But yeah, I have a Loki also. And he's a big sumbitch. He's a big sumbitch. Yeah. That's on your side.
All right. This is from Chris Force. I don't know how to put it. Chris Forth, I guess. Thank you for the 5 Guard the Leaf memberships, and another 5 people can also see my moderation video as well. So thank you very much.
Exactly.
And I mean, there's not really anything special about the member video. It's just, I guess people, if they can't see it, they get mad, right? So
yeah, I mean, there's I don't know how to approach it. There's a lot of content creators that are, I'm going to try to say this nice because I'm not like at war with any other content creators, but there's a lot that are like doing everything in their power to like get as much money as possible, get my membership, buy my merchandise, subscribe to my Substack, fuck it, all these things, just on and on and on, right? And so a lot of times when people see a content creator saying, hey, grab my $1.99 membership, they do see it as this like cash grab. you know.
Hmm.
And it's hard because you'd like try to say, look, you know, it's just there for people that want to support the channel. I had a lot of people asking for memberships when I started the channel. They said, I want to
Yep.
support your channel in this way. I made them cheap as shit, $1.99. And a lot of people see that it triggers a thing where they're like, they're just trying to grab our money, you know. And
Yep.
I don't sell merch. I almost every video I do, I have something I say in a video that's like, dude, that would be a great idea for a t-shirt. Like, you need to put that on a shirt. I don't sell merch. I won't sell merch. I don't have a Substack for you to subscribe to. All I've got is just the options YouTube has, you know,
Yep.
the super chat, super thanks, of course, ad revenue, and the memberships are there if anyone wants them. But I think
Yeah.
a lot of it, go ahead.
No, I would go ahead, finish. I'll say after.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is just that. Is a lot of people go, "Oh, another asshole trying to grab my money," and it's like,
You know,
no, because I'm really like stopping myself from doing those things. As a matter of fact, like I had a Discord before the one we share, joint Discord
mhm,
between the two. By the way, I know that causes a lot of confusion sometimes,
yeah,
but I had one where the people that I had running that Discord were adamant that I sell merchandise, to the point they even started making the merchandise without consulting me at all. And like when I was like, no, I don't feel comfortable selling it, it started a whole fucking war, you
yeah,
know. So I'm not trying to grab cash from anyone. If
yeah,
you want to support, that's cool. But that's what a lot of people feel when they see that, you know.
yeah. And that's actually what I was going to say. I'm coming across a little bit of a problem right now because one of my moderators on Reddit found that somebody is actually making Guard the Leaf merchandise, and
Mm,
it's obviously I don't like it. You know, but at the same time as well, you know, I also have to think maybe I got to sell my own just to protect my brand. And
mm,
I thought about it, and I was like, you know, I don't want to make money on it, and you know, but I do want to be in control of it. So I've actually been thinking about maybe starting a merch store, but you know, it's not going to be anything that I'm going to be making money off, just so that I can protect my brand, right? So
mm.
it's an idea. You know, if you guys you know are interested, you know, I'm really starting to think about this right now. So Richard Don says, copyright your logo. Yeah, I'm actually looking into that. You know, I guess I'm at that stage now where I need to kind of, you know, think about this side stuff, right? So, but you know, for me, it's not about the money. I'm not going to, you know, jack up the price. I really don't care about that. I just want to protect my brand, right? So,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah,
I didn't read this one yet. I'm sorry, CanMev. We got a
yeah,
little distracted. $25. Appreciate it. I participated in the boycott, Josh, by calling in sick to work. I know a lot of people that did that. A lot of people that did that. So
yeah.
yeah, that's great. It's fantastic. I've heard people saying I'm cashing in a vacation day, and yeah, make the company pay for you to not be there. Fantastic. I love it. I had people saying it was counterproductive to use a vacation day, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, not only is that company not getting your productivity for the day, but they're paying you to not be there. I think it's great. I thought it was fantastic, but maybe I don't know what I'm talking about when
Yeah.
it comes to that. But yeah, I know a lot of people did that. And um, I was trying to get a hold of my accountant on Friday, and I got an auto response that they won't be back in office until Monday. And I said, "Hell, shit, they're participating too. I picked the right fucking accountant." So that was
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
Sorry, I just got to make an announcement. I got to get going in about probably 5 minutes. So if we could stop the super chats, at least on my side. Yeah, because I unfortunately have to get going soon.
Okay, let's whip through them. Yep, cut off the super chats. We should have cut them off sooner. But
Yeah.
atheist AI on my side with the 2000 said American beer is like making love in a canoe, and I feel like I know the punchline to that, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. But thank you nonetheless. This is Big Muddy North on my side with the $10. Appreciate you. Sorry, everybody, we are running short on time. Here is your side. Guard the leaf.
This one's from Garth McKell, 9539. Thank you for the 10. I spell the unit measure as meter and with a RE, but the measurement units as meter. I do the same as well. If it's measurements, then ME is ER. But actually, I've kind of noticed I'm spelling it a lot more these days with ER at the end. So I got to change that as well. So I probably
All
need a
right.
list of words that I'm misspelling and get it back to the Canadian side. So, but thank you
All
again,
right.
Garth.
We finally got the punchline. American beer is like making love in a canoe. It's fucking close to water. So there we go. Nicely done, everybody. Appreciate it. Big Muddy North on your side.
Thank you for the $10, and I can't tell if that's a super sticker or not, but I really appreciate it, Big Money North.
And Atheist AI on my side with the 50 memberships. I did see those scrolling up the screen. Thank you so much for your support. And like we said earlier, everybody can now go watch my mic check video. It's very, very exciting.
Someone in the comments said I might need to do a mic check video soon, so I might have to do one on my own.
They're in high demand. They're in a high demand. So, and this one's on your side.
All right, Atheist AI with a 20 on my side. Oh, thank you very much. So yeah, 20 new people. Go check out my request for more moderators. Thank you again, Atheist.
And here you go. That's for you.
Arbitus RM, thanks for the $2. Petition 7319 just hit 2,300 votes, or not votes, signatures. Thanks for announcing that. And yeah, for everyone in Canada, if you do want to take a look at that petition, it's in pretty much all of my last recent videos. Again, if you're just joining, it's basically a petition to have any ICE or HSI, Homeland Security, I don't know what the I stands for, but basically any of their activities on our Canadian soil removed. So check out that petition. And thank you very much, Arbitus.
There you go.
This one's from Emerson Biggins. Thanks for the $9.99. Guard the Leaf. Please consider replacing your term, the orange guy, with a dumpster fire Donnie. Yeah, I mean, I call them Orange McNugget before. It just kind of whatever rolls off the top of my tongue, I guess. So I can start changing it to something else. Dumpster fire Donnie. I'll write that down and make a note of that. So
this one's for you too.
All right. Another one from Atheist AI. Thank you for the 1,000 yen. Please avoid calling Trump the orange guy. Okay, so second request. In the Netherlands, Orange Man refers to a national hero, William of Orange, and the King and then their King's Holiday is a cultural term, not joke. All right. I think I'll go back with the previous ones. So the Dumpster Donnie. We got a new nickname for your president.
There we go. Sounds good.
I'm gonna make a note of that now so I don't forget.
All righty, here you go. That one's for you too.
Hang on, I'm just making a note for the Dumpster Donnie.
Yep.
Because it rolls off the tongue. I mean, I just kind of say orange, I don't want to say orange son of a bitch, but I said a swear word, yeah. Arbitus RM for another 5. If you're going to register the Guard Leaf logo, make sure you get a data dump of all your sites to establish timeline views for it. Yeah, I got all that stuff for you, so thanks for that.
Very nice, very nice. And last one coming in on my side, Miss Spook with the new channel membership. Appreciate it. It is very late at night for Guard the Leaf. He's got a day job, all that stuff still. So,
well, to be honest, I could actually keep going. It's my wife that wants to go to sleep. So, we got it. Yeah. So, I mean, it is 1 o'clock, so we should probably be starting to get to bed. So,
yep, absolutely, absolutely. So, as always, I appreciate y'all for showing up. Except that one guy that's now silenced from my channel. I hope you watched and you were angry and your blood was boiling that I sat here and talked to Canadians today. But everyone else, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. Always a good time. And thank you, Guard the Leaf, for making the time to hang out.
For sure, for sure. And I want to also say thanks to everyone as well. And just a reminder again about the petition. In my last 3 videos, it'll be in the description as well as the pinned comments. So check it out. Share it with your friends and family if you want ICE and HSI out of our country. So, yeah, it's been great. And Josh, I do hope we can do this again in another month. You let me know once you're free, and we'll jump online.
Yep, absolutely. All right, that's it. See everyone. I guess I'll do my normal sign out. Love you guys. Bye now.
I don't have one.
All right, fair
Thanks,
enough.
everyone.
See you guys later.